Welcome to another edition of the Brandenburg Crew Preferred Business Partners. And with us this month is Ryan Dietrich from RC Homes. Ryan, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You know, us at the Brandenburg Crew, we deal a lot with first-time home buyers, and those people, those buyers should be getting home inspections, which is something you specialize in. But really, a home inspection is something everyone should be looking at, right, when they're getting into a different home?
Yeah. There's so many things that can come up, you know, that unless you have a construction background or you train in inspections, you just wouldn't know to look for it.
What are some of the things that you usually catch that people wouldn't think about?
You know, there could be water penetrations from seepage that people don't see up in the rim joists. There's cracks in the foundation. There can be issues in the attic. A lot of things kind of below the surface that just have little hints of what's happening, because we can't take walls apart or do an intrusive inspection, but it's things that some of our testing equipment will pick up.
What are some of the tools that you use to get around that?
We have moisture testers. A lot of it is just knowing some of the signs. I've done a lot of construction over the years, so I'll know if something doesn't look right. Even just bubbling in the paint. And then obviously there's something happening below that. Staining, even minor staining on the concrete if moisture's coming up.
Okay, sort of what's the process of when you do a home inspection? What steps do you take, and then all the way handing it off to the client?
There's a couple different things. So either they'll have the client reach out to me, or if the client wants their realtor to reach out, and set up the inspection. And then usually there's two of us. Rarely do I do it alone. It's usually half hour, 45 minutes outside, then we go inside. Go room by room. We have a checklist on the iPad that we go through and just break down each room and make sure that everything is working properly and functions as it should.
So are you willing to meet with the client then during the inspection, after the inspection, to sort of see what you found?
Yeah, I prefer that the client does show up, even if it's towards the end, because it's better to go over it in person versus, say, talk on the phone or send the report and then they look it over, because then you can show them on site if there's something that online or over the phone just wouldn't quite make sense what you're trying to describe. And you can kind of give them an idea how to fix it as well.
Yeah, and we talked about the importance of a home inspection. Even new construction, newer homes should be taken a look at.
Some of my new build inspections are actually some of my more involved ones. It just depends on the home and how it was built, but I just did one recently that was pretty significant with the amount of things that came up. Okay. So I would absolutely recommend on a new build as well.
And you talked about having an assistant. It's sort of a family affair for you over at RC Homes, right?
Yes. Yep. My oldest daughter helps me most of the time. So, and then I also have two full-time employees, but they don't help as much as my daughter.
Okay. And not only home inspections, but you do other work, right? That can help out clients.
Yeah, we do remodeling. We do a lot of repairs, even off of other inspections. If something comes up on financing, so help people out so they can get into their home and get closed.
Okay. What's typically the cost of about a home inspection, if people are wondering?
Your basic inspection is usually about $450. It goes up depending, if it's rural, if there's extra buildings, square footage can go up as well.
Okay. Anything else that you want to touch on as far as home inspections or any of the remodeling that you do?
As far as remodeling, it's important that everything we do, we pull permits. We're fully licensed, licensed contractor in Minnesota and North Dakota, and same with inspections and licensed in both states. So even if they use somebody else, make sure you're using a licensed contractor.
Cool. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you guys?
Best is probably either text me or call me on my cell phone, which is 701-516-4287.
All right. Thank you very much, Ryan Dietrich with RC Homes. If you do need a home inspection, let him know.